CareFest, which is to celebrate carers and other key workers, is also happening today in Chapeltown, and one of the people behind the event is a guy called Dan Archer from Visiting Angels, and he's with us right now. Hello, Dan.
Morning, Becky.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I knew you'd sound like this. I knew you would. And I was reading
Listen,
through...
I've not been to Tramlines this weekend, okay? So I'm not carrying any hangovers and stuff like that. I've been organising our event. Right?
You are bright and breezy, much to the loathe of quite a few people from across South Yorkshire and North Derbyshire. But I love it. And I've been reading about what it is that you do, Dan, and what today is all about. And I think this is astonishing. I really do. Tell us...
Thank you.
You're welcome. Tell us first a bit about Visiting Angels.
Well, yeah, we're a home care provider, so we help people in their own home. And when we started the company, we wanted to really care for carers, and we really look after our carers, I guess. So we call them angels. And usually we're doing sort of an event 4 times a year, really just to say thank you to our carers and for the work that they do, and also really from my side to thank their family as well, because when they're working for us and when they're supporting somebody who's a vulnerably placed adult in the community, they're not being a mum, they're not being a sister, they're not being a wife. So when we do these events, usually we're sort of inviting along everybody's family. And I've got an office in Chapeltown, and we'd always have a barbecue where I burnt sausages on the grass in front of the office, and we'd have a bit of booze and we'd have a bit of fun. And then the pandemic hit. And we've had to work super hard. And I genuinely am so grateful for everything that my Visiting Angels have given during the last 18 months. But we've not been able to get together and say thank you properly. So when we got to a point of sort of restrictions being lifted, we want to make sure that we could do that. So we organised an event for our team, and then somebody said, well, our team are obviously not the only key workers who've really been working hard in the last 18 months. So what about the essential retailers and the ambulance crews and the police and the firemen and the doctors and the nurses and the awesome vaccination staff that have done such a great job in getting us to a position of being relatively safe? So we ought to throw the event wider and invite those key workers along as well. So that's what we did.
It's gorgeous. Dan, you are a company that cares. But throughout,
we do, and there's lots of things we do with our team. We say thank you a lot. I mean, I've got more cards than Clinton cards for the number of times we say thank you to people. And we guarantee pay increases, and we really genuinely try and look after the team that work for us. But a lot of these things, it's quite stressful. We've had 18 months of trying to maintain a little bit of normality for our clients when lots of people in society have been able to isolate. We've had to go and sort of face the pandemic head on.
Yeah, they have been the angels. You really are. You called that, but you really have been angels. Your team have. And what I just love from hearing from you, Dan, is that you run this company, you run this team, but never for one are you sort of standing there going, well, that's their job. They go out and do that. You're standing there as their boss, going, my team mean the world to me, and I recognise that they're putting themselves in danger in a respect, leaving their families and coming out and having to do this. But I bet in turn it makes them better carers.
Well, it does. I mean, there's other things we do which help in that respect as well. So we do minimum 1 hour visits, which means our carers get to spend a bit more time with the people they see. So they get to build a relationship. And as you say, that ultimately ends with a better experience for everybody. The carers are happier because they're seeing the same clients each week, and the clients are happier because they're seeing the same angels each week. So I'd have to say it works. But today is really a chance for me to. I've got some pent up frustration to want to thank people, and I sort of took a view that we probably have a couple of hundred people here today, and as a result of that, me barbecuing sausages is probably not going to be enough. So we're working with some awesome people who are giving their time. We're working with Nail Maker Brewery, who is sorting out some drinks for us. We're working with the Travelling Pig, who are doing a hog roast for us, and we've got some lovely local bands. We're not Tramlines, right? We're not a massive event. We're just saying thank you in our little way,
Yeah, I think it's lovely. So you have got live music through the day. You've got the food being. Can you name any of your bands? Let's give them a shout.
So we've got Rapture performing for us, who are a local band.
Amazing.
We've got a local punk indie band called Here's Johnny.
Fantastic, excellent stuff.
And we've got a duo called New Stateside.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Are you going to be giving them a sing-song as well at some point, Dan?
What we're going to do, we're going to finish, because we're in a bit of a sort of residential area, so we can't be too late. So we're finishing by 8 o'clock. We're going to finish with a clap for carers. So we're going to finish with a. You remember the thing we used to do when we were all out on our doorsteps banging pots and pans? We're going to finish our day with a clap for carers to thank all of the key workers.
I just love this. Please, will you take lots of pictures and send them in to us so we can see them?
We will. I've got a good friend of mine who does sports photography. He's coming along to take some pictures and take some video. So if anybody scores a goal, he's going to capture that for us.
I absolutely love it. Dan Archer, you are a legend. Thank you. Give you a round of applause.
God bless you. Thank you.
You are welcome. And to all at Visiting Angels there, hope you have the best day.